Hi loves, I wanted to welcome you back to my channel. It's your girl Lee of IKNOWLEE, and I know I am bare and crusty faced, and that is because we are going to get into a full foundation routine of exactly what I have been using on my face to have it snatched, because you guys have been liking it lately. Make sure that you guys subscribe if you already haven't. I do upload weekly. You can hit that subscribe button down below. I would greatly appreciate it. But we are going to go ahead and get into this look. I think that my face is clean. I'm pretty sure, like I washed it this morning. I do prime my skin, and I actually recently just started doing it, and it really helped. Most of the time I use the YSL Touche Éclat primer. I know that this primer itself is probably about $60. Yeah, I said it. It's high as hell. Revlon just came out with a Rose Glow primer. I mean, just came out of it. It works well, not as well as this one obviously, but it does work. So I am going to be using like a mixture of the two. This one is a hydrating illuminating primer. This one is also hydrating in a sense, but it's a blurring primer, and that's why I really like it, because I have quite a bit of texture. I'm using the Touche Éclat in my T-zone, where I have the majority of my texture, really on my cheeks. Then I'll be using the Rose Quartz one everywhere else. I normally start with my brows so that my primer can kind of have, you know, a little bit of time to settle in. I use 2 brow products and 2 brow brushes. My brows are micro shaded, so at this point there is nothing on my brows, but they're pretty filled in. I use this MAC fluid liner. This one is in Dip Down. It's a dark brown eyeliner, and then I use my MAC concealer. I really just pick and choose, so I'll probably be using NW45 or NC45. It's kind of close to my skin tone. And I always use my mirror. This is by Simple Human. It's like their illuminating mirror. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it too. Oh, my micro shading is fading. So the first thing I literally do is kind of like create the outline, and then I just basically fill it in with stroke. It doesn't take me long, and if I mess up or if I did too much, I don't worry about it, because the concealer is going to clean it up anyways. That is a very rough outline, but we gonna get it together. This is a flat definer brush. I literally just kind of create the line at the bottom. I usually also use this for eyeshadow base. I do also get my brows threaded. That helps. We're just gonna blend this out, and my brows are done. If I ever feel like they're like too harsh in the front, I just take a spoolie and just kind of blend them out. Moving on to foundation. That's usually what I do next. I either use my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. This is Alyssa Ashley's collaboration with them, and this color is Cocoa. This color is very close to my skin tone, but it could be a bit warmer. And I also love my Bobbi Brown foundation in the color 8 Walnut, and this is their Skin Longwear Weightless SPF 15 foundation. It's full coverage, oil free, shine free. These are amazing, so I think that today I'm going to use a combination of both. Some days I do this. This is the NYX one. So that was 1 pump of the NYX, and then I'm going to use 1 pump of Bobbi Brown. Bobbi Brown is a bit warmer. I usually kind of like to use like a flat, big, fluffy brush. This one is by Morphe, and it is their E1, and I'm gonna kind of pat and buff. I don't know, this gives like the best finish on my skin personally. I'm just kind of working it in. I'm gonna go through this process. I put it on my ears, around my mouth, right underneath my neck. Depending on what I'm wearing, I might even put a little bit on my chest, you know. I really don't put too much foundation on my forehead, honestly. That actually looks really good. My base is matte. It's blended. It matches my skin tone. This has been my secret lately, and I really think that it's kind of been like the game changer in the way that my foundation looks, and it is this Kevyn Aucoin, this little bitty pot of holy greatness. This is their Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX13. I don't know if this is considered a concealer or a foundation, but whatever it is heaven in a pot. I take a little bit of this because a little bit truly goes a long way, and you can easily go overboard with this, and I use this to conceal. So I'm gonna put a bit under my eye, and as you can see, I'm just using what's on my finger. It's just like the gift that keeps on giving. Around my mouth and a little bit on my forehead. I look so crazy right now. Take a beauty sponge and just blend like your life depended on it. I always start on the nose, I don't know why, and then go into the forehead, then around my mouth, underneath my eyes, and kind of like along the sides of my nose. I also will put some on my eyelids. I'm gonna add a bit more on this side. This product is really buildable, so I like to start off with a little bit because the coverage of it is insane, and if you go overboard you can easily look cakey. So now that that is on, my skin is looking amazing. I haven't set it with anything. I'm gonna cream contour just a bit. I use the Fenty Matchstick in Espresso. This one unfortunately is just about done. Like, there's no more rolling up left. I kind of just use like a brush and scrape it out. Y'all, it's a struggle. I bought another one, but there's still product in here. I just can't get it out, and I don't want to waste my money. And then I just kind of buff it in. And so see, this side is contoured, this one isn't. And I don't do in the hollows of my cheek anymore. I actually bring it up a little bit higher, like right at the cheekbone, because I noticed that in the hollows, it kind of makes your face look a little bit sadder, like not as youthful. This one gives you like higher cheekbones. Going around my forehead, y'all saw me do the jawline. And then I'm gonna go on the sides of my nose. Same brush too. Underneath my nose and under my lip. At this point, it's beat. I haven't said anything, but I am gonna say it. But I'm gonna blend a little bit more under my eyes just to make sure I don't have too many creases. Creasing is going to happen if you have any type of lines under your eyes. You can't really get around that, but you can kind of help it from just looking really bad. I'm using Sacha Buttercup to set everywhere that I highlighted, literally. I'm almost out of this powder. After that, I actually go in and set my contour. I use NARS. It's their contour like duo. This one is in Gehenna, and it basically looks like this. Hopefully I'm not blinding you, but I use the darker powder. On an angle brush, I just press it in. I press it in primarily because I want to set it first, and then I'll go back and blend this out. But I just feel like because I put down a cream or a liquid prior to this, it lasts longer if I press it first and then I kind of go through and brush it in. Now I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. This one is the dark one, or medium deep rather. It's not dark. Technically, at this point, my foundation routine is done. However, I do not stop here. I go back in with my sponge and that same Laura Mercier translucent powder, put some on the sponge, and I go right underneath my contour. I try to get it as even as I possibly can on both sides. I'm not always successful, but that looks pretty good. Then I'll work on the highlight in my blush. I normally use Fenty Trophy White, but today I'm going to use the MAC one from the Pretty Shiny Things, whatever. The new holiday collection. This one is their Snow Flush Extra Dimension Skin Finish. It's like a pink highlighter. Y'all see it? Ooh, like pink and gold. It's really pretty. Down the bridge of my nose and then on top of my lip. No matter what look I'm going with, I normally use MAC's Raisin Blush. It's nice. It's like the best blush ever. Then I go back in with my contour just to, you know, make sure it's popping and kind of get rid of this line too. Guys, that is it. I am going to put on some lashes, a little bit of a lip. I might do an eyeshadow look, and I will be back. And this is it, the very final look. I'm going to quickly go through what I put on my eyes and then my lip. On my eyes, I do have Wispy Queens lashes in ATL, along with the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. This one is in Ring the Alarm. It's kind of like your oranges, burgundy palette. And then my lips, I have Charlotte Tilbury Birkin Brown. And I put some of this Buxom lip gloss in Russian White, or in White Russian, on top of it, just kind of give it a little bit of a shine. This is my foundation routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that quite a few of you have been asking me, primarily on Instagram, about like eyeshadow looks. So if you want to see me do more makeup tutorials on this channel, then please leave a comment below and like this video, and that'll kind of let me know like, hey, you're into this kind of thing. I need your feedback. Let me know. My hair isn't combed, so I will not be showing my hair in this video. However, I will have a new hair tutorial coming to you really soon. If you did not subscribe at the beginning of the video like I asked you to, make sure that you go ahead and do it now. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I will see you loves in my next one. Bye!